Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I had to start with this from Smoke. Did you know back in 2018, Matt Hamilton was warning us that XRP is going to be a high-valued cryptocurrency? He said, if XRP has a higher value, it increases the value of the solution because it increases liquidity on the network. With a higher value, XRP can convey a higher value than other currencies. Like I keep telling you, banks cannot utilize XRP at $2.50. XRP has to be at a much higher price for it to be utilized for on-demand liquidity. And the price will go up as we get bank adoption. And once one bank adopts RippleNet and XRP and starts utilizing it on a daily basis, it will have a network effect. Every other bank is going to have to utilize it as well. Otherwise, they will get left behind. Anna Freak says that Ripple is one of the few companies that still exist in the next 100 years. Take a listen.
Of relevant networks outside of Africa, the other one was Ripple. And it was important that we pick carefully, not what is shiny necessarily or hype today, but what will be there in 10 years, who is putting in the work to be relevant not just today, but for the next 100 years.
And they chose Ripple because they seen what Ripple was doing, how it changes everything going forward. If you could move money from one country to another in a matter of seconds for pennies on the dollar, that is absolutely game-changing. That levels the playing field in a lot of these countries. All in on XRP. SBI Holdings is XRP's biggest fan and wants the next World's Fair in Japan to only accept XRP as a currency payment. And that's how they look at XRP in Japan. They're going to implement it into their financial system. They're going to start utilizing it in their banking system. A lot of people still think that's going to start by the end of this month. If that was to happen, you could watch the price of XRP go higher and higher as it's being more and more utilized inside Japan's banking system. I'm very bullish to see what happens there. Building first Web 3.0 bank on the XRP ledger. This is Monx, and I want to see where this goes as well. People are expecting big things throughout 2025 with this. Within the XRP ledger ecosystem, Monx carves out its niche by providing an all-encompassing Web3 banking platform. Unlike Ripple, which excels in payment solutions, Monx unlocks the full potential of decentralized finance. I think they're going to open up a lot of risk-free lending and borrowing options on the XRP ledger throughout 2025. Ripple is already categorized as a digital neobank, and it's documented. I kept saying for a long period of time now that Ripple is looking more and more like a bank. Every direction that Ripple pivoted into showed it looking more and more like a bank. Now, if Ripple was to emerge as a bank, we as XRP holders would become bank branches. Think about loaning out your XRP and getting passive income from it, because that's the path that we're on already. And Ripple put us on that path with the direction that they went in over the past couple of years. And there's going to be risk-free ways to do that. You're going to be borrowing against your XRP, maybe to buy a house, buy a car. You're going to pay off that loan with passive income. You're never going to have to walk into a traditional bank in the future. This is what I'm waiting for to happen. This is why I'm not selling my XRP. You know, people think you're crazy when you say that. Good luck, it's going to crash down and you're going to be holding it for another 4 years. But that's not what I'm seeing. What I'm actually seeing is utility coming for XRP. You know, lending and borrowing options, passive income options coming for XRP. So why would I ever rush to sell it? For what? Useless, worthless US dollars? And then what am I going to do? Then you got to go and look at opening up a business possibly. And if that's what you want to do, then so be it. I always said if I ever opened another business, it would be a turnkey business, like a car wash or a laundromat. Something that I could just go there and clean out the money drawers or fix small little problems that are going on here and there. But I plan on holding my XRP long term because I see where this is going now, and it's happening even quicker than I thought it would. Honestly, I thought we were still 2 years away from where we are right now. That's how much quicker it's happening, and it's happening in real time. I love it when Bitcoin maxis talk about adoption. This is what people sound like when they say Bitcoin won't work. It's going to take 3 days for transactions to confirm. People in 1993 react to credit cards being accepted for the first time at Burger King. You know the difference between credit cards and Bitcoin? Bitcoin, even if you made the transactions fast, the cost of the transaction is still way too high. I could go in and buy a Whopper right now utilizing XRP, and the transaction happens instantly for a fraction of a penny. And I'm not holding up the line waiting for the transaction to take place. But they're always talking about adoption for Bitcoin, and it's just not going to happen. Technology is passing Bitcoin by. You know, there's so much better technology here today. You look at RippleNet and XRP, Hedera and HBAR, XLM, Stellar, XDC. The list goes on and on. They're all better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is becoming the past because technology is advancing into the future. Nobody's walking into the store today and buying a tube TV. They're not even going into the store and buying a 1080p TV. They're buying a 4K or an 8K TV because that's how technology advances. We're on the verge of quantum computers. You see technology advancing there as well. And as technology advances, it always leaves old technology behind. And why the hell would you ever hold Bitcoin when you know this is going on? Stuart Hogner, the long-serving general counsel for Tether, USDT, and Bitfinex, has stepped down from his role as the legal head of the two firms. He passes the torch to Michael Hilliard, who will now take the reins as the new legal chief. This is as bad as Stuart Alderoty stepping down at Ripple. So this guy steps down, and now they bring in the fall guy, Michael Hilliard. We know Tether has no future. It can't pass regulations in the EU. MiCA made Tether outlawed in the EU. And yes, MiCA rules can be exported to other jurisdictions. Like I've been saying, we are on the verge of global stablecoin regulations, global crypto regulations. Yes, MiCA will set a global precedent for comprehensive crypto regulation. Other countries are just going to adopt MiCA-like regulations. And as they do, they're also going to be outlawing Tether. Tether is like a ticking time bomb that's been with us for years. Everybody's been waiting for it to crash down. But you have all these people on X saying Tether's going to be with us into the future. Why the hell do you care about a stablecoin so much unless you're getting paid to shill it? You know, the same people championing for Tether were the same people that said that Terra was going nowhere. And we all know what happened there. Same people saying FTX is a solid exchange. It's going to be with us into the future. We all know what happened there as well. If you don't see it coming, then you're just going to get taken down with it. That's the way I look at it. You have all these people on a daily basis talking about Bitcoin strategic reserve. Okay, so the US is going to take taxpayer money and they're going to buy this Bitcoin when most taxpayers don't know what Bitcoin is and they don't really care about Bitcoin to begin with. It only benefits people that hold Bitcoin. Then the price comes crashing down because Tether comes crashing down. Now we bought at a high price, and what? We're going to take a hit on that Bitcoin also? It makes zero sense to me. You know, we're on the verge of the world pushing into a new financial system. And we have people all over the mainstream media news talking about the US having a Bitcoin reserve. Bitcoin is not going to be part of the new financial system. Reese Merrick put this out yesterday. UAE's crypto leadership. He's talking about the milestones for crypto ahead of heading into 2025. The rise of stablecoins. We're going to see more and more stablecoins now because people are starting to realize that stablecoins are a great way to move money, move value across borders. XRP is going to play a very big role in that. MENA's remittance revolution. Remittances are big because people tend to work abroad in a lot of these countries. So they leave home, they go to work in another country, but they want to send money home. They want it to be fast, cheap, and secure. And that's why leveling the playing field is becoming such a big deal going into the new financial system. We're not going to leave people behind this time around. Digital asset custody. We watched how Ripple talked about their custody solution and how it's cheaper than other companies. They're going to be a disruptor when it comes to custody as well. Tokenization taking over. Tokenizing bonds and assets isn't the future, it's the present. I'm expecting tokenization to pick up a lot of momentum all throughout this year. And as it does, a lot of these real world assets are going to come to the XRP ledger. It's going to benefit Stellar, Hedera, XDC, Algo. And it's going to be happening at such a pace like we've never seen before. That could lead to upward movement as well. Gradual upward movement with spikes here and there. UAE, the stablecoin capital. The UAE has been pushing ahead very fast over the last couple of years because they were getting the upper hand on the United States because the United States was so anti-crypto, anti-innovation. But now the US is going to make up, in my opinion, 4 years in the next 4 months. It's going to happen that quick. Blockchain and banking. 2025 will see MEAs, banks fully embrace blockchain. Look at UAE, KSA, Bahrain, Qatar, and Morocco. Faster payments, tokenized assets, and stablecoin utility are rewriting the rules of banking. This is how we diversify and future-proof financial systems. We're going to see that happening here in the United States as well. The banking system in the United States is going to get a major overhaul. Is it going to happen before the consolidation happens? Nobody really knows yet. I still think they're going to consolidate the banks ahead of a central bank digital currency. And the US is going to have a digital dollar. RLUSD can even emerge as the US digital dollar. If they're talking about ending the Fed, Ripple could take the place of the Fed. Think about that. Because Ripple is looking more and more like a bank all the time. And the Fed is not part of the US government. They are a private central bank. Not only that PBOC is interested in Ripple or Chinese banks, They're using Ripple for the USA-China corridor, but also Hong Kong is consulting Ripple for a corresponding stablecoin sandbox. Take a listen.
I'm looking at Hong Kong, actually just launched this year the stablecoin sandbox. And for the past 18 months or so, they literally went worldwide and talking to Circle, Ripple, Visa, Alibaba of the world to make sure that government really are on top of regulations to basically have very clear guidelines to approve various different institutions to be able to support stablecoins. So in that sense,
so they're already telling you that they're working with Ripple. And we've seen this in country after country for the past 2, 3, 4 years now. You know, back in 2018, 2019, it was hard to see where this was going. But now they're right in your face with it. They're like, listen, we're choosing Ripple. We're time and time again. And the BIS, they always told you, the IMF told you, the World Economic Forum told you, this is what's coming. You're invested in the future when you're invested in XRP. And like I said, 2025 is going to be massive. Even here in the United States, so many big things are going to happen. That's why I'm not selling any of my XRP. And I really don't suggest you to sell your XRP as well. I would hold out. Try to get to that passive income. I still think XRP has a very good chance of hitting 3 digits in 2025. But until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.